Today is International Women's Day. We're celebrating one of Lancashire's real heroes. A little bit unsung, so we want more people to know about her. So it's Ethel Carnie Holdsworth, who was the first working class woman to publish a novel, very, very successful in her time, a wonderful radical thinker, poet, inspiration activist. So today we've got a group of Ethel enthusiasts, got a vintage bus, and we're recreating the journey of her life, starting from the school where she was educated, the reading rooms where she first sort of found her political voice, the mills she worked in, the social things she would have visited where she would have formed political opinions and made an impact, and then eventually back to the places where she wrote some of her more successful novels.
We have been working on Ethel for 4 years, and we just felt that on International Women's Day, having worked with Rosie's plaques and made the plaques, that we needed to remember Ethel. We needed to remember all these women that she inspired to read and write and to start working against this inequality in society. We'll be singing our way around, we'll be reading stories, reading quotes that Ethel, things that she wrote.
Welcome everybody, this is the building that was the school that Ethel attended from the early 1890s, the Great British School of Great Harwood.
The whole scene was like a night scene. Lamp, moon, snow, and the black silhouette of the street-wide procession. No painter had ever painted it. This wasn't worth painting. This was only Lancashire, going to its slavery.
Perhaps you will say that factory workers ought not to read in the master's time. Answer: why should factory toilers spend more than half their lives in the service of others and never have time to live?
We're starting today in Great Harwood, which is where Ethel moved to when she was 6 years old. She attended the Great British School in Great Harwood, and we're visiting that site. And she also read in the cooperative reading rooms, which were on top of the co-op store in Great Harwood, and we'll be visiting there as well. And then onwards to Nelson, to Victoria Park.
It's absolutely fantastic. The sun has come out for us. Everybody's made a massive effort with the costumes, and we're attracting attention wherever we go. Wherever we've stopped and done a little speech or a song or a poem, people have gathered and enjoyed it. We've been singing on the bus. Each of us have got our own areas of expertise, and so we've been sharing those on the bus.
She came back to Great Harwood and again lived in various places, one of which was Railway View, which is to your right behind all these lovely industrial units.
Ethel, along with other notable suffragists and peace campaigners, was one of 5 speakers who addressed a rally of over 20,000 people within this park.
The Internationale unites the world in song. So comrades, come rally, for this is the time and place. The International ideal unites the human race.
It's just felt like you're walking in her footsteps and you're getting a sensation of how she combined the beauty of the scenery around her with this incredible revolutionary writing. It's just, I can see how this has happened and how the two have married together. It's just brilliant.
We're remembering what an amazing woman she was, how she tried to persuade people of her own class and women in particular to write, to read, to get involved in the struggle, so that there wasn't this terrible discrepancy in the world between those that were living in big posh houses on hills and those that were in the drudgery of the mills in the terrible conditions.
She makes her heroine a really independent female character, which we've not really seen much in literature at that time, and she runs a little shop.
We're coming to Vernon Street. This is a socialist institute in Nelson where we feel sure that Ethel will have visited, and in fact we think the rally probably started at this high point in the town.
When you think of the energy you need to work full time, write poems, write books, and be radical enough and be strong enough in yourself to actually stand up for what you think and stand out in the crowd, that takes tremendous strength, doesn't it?
Naked of joy and all that makes life dear, from each wretched slum, let the loud cry come. England is risen and the day is here.
We've been to all the different places that meant something to her when she was starting a revolution, I guess, amongst the young working class. She was in the middle of Victoria Park. We've been there, and now we're at Ethel's house, and I can't believe it. It's so exciting. Here it is.
I live at Poppyfield's house, which is the house that Ethel Carnie Holdsworth lived in with her husband Alfred between the years of 1923 and 1928. She wrote novels in this house, she wrote articles, she wrote pamphlets, she wrote masses of stuff here, and all that happened in our house, which is an amazing feeling really, to be in the house of somebody who was so amazingly gifted.
I'm studying for a PhD, supervised by Nicola Wilson, Simon Rennie and also Nick Hunt, who's a cultural arts partner. And it's a 6-year sort of project, and so obviously I'm doing a thesis, but also I'm embedded in this group, so I'm it's a collaborative doctoral award. This group here are so knowledgeable, and really I'm sort of very, very privileged to have them supporting me and getting so much information, knowledge that supports my project.
I think it's fabulous that they've put this on International Women's Day, mainly because it's about being with like-minded people and sharing all this and putting some of the places to names. It's just been great, absolutely fabulous. I'm a textile artist, and I actually made a piece about her, a banner called Her Story to be Told, because of her being lost to time, really.
In the last couple of years, Pendle Radicals has been like a lifeline. It has for me. It's been a place where I can feel creatively engaged when we haven't had much opportunity to do that. And today, being back together as a team, it's just cemented that even more for me. It's just beautiful. I do actually feel quite emotional about it, to be honest, because these are people we've been Zooming with for 2 years, and now we're all together.
Ethel Carnie Holdsworth.